Adjust the game. Don't be afraid to make changes. Don't feel married to the book. Take any version, any edition of Dungeons & Dragons and run it as you please. Make any changes you want. When you make changes, make sure to inform your players. Make sure to inform any new players joining your game. But if somebody comes along and says, that's not Dungeons & Dragons, wrong. Dungeons & Dragons belongs to the people that are running and playing the game. Whatever way they want to run it, whatever way they want to play it, it is still Dungeons & Dragons. This is my D&D game in space. Well, that's not Dungeons & Dragons. Well, it is at my table, so fuck off. You wouldn't have an OSR if people didn't do what I'm suggesting to do. Look at the process when it came to creating Dungeons & Dragons. Dungeons & Dragons is like something that has never truly been completed. You are purchasing an unfinished product. And however you finish that product, it is still that product. I don't worry about things like what race you're going to play, as much as I worry about pure gameplay. I can make anything cool. I can bring gritty where there's no gritty. I can easily challenge what you might call a power gamer. I focus more on the experience at the table than what's exactly in the book. And the majority of Dungeon Masters, especially from the old school, that's what they did. Only a tiny minority stuck to the book as it was. And who knows what kind of world you can be in. You could be in one realm where a half-orc is told to stay out of the town. Then you can end up in another realm, or another place in that realm, where they don't care. So go ahead, half-orc, run around, have fun. Old school DMs, the majority, were not simple-minded like that. We were open to complexity. The game wouldn't just be all half-orcs are told to get out of the town. Some places might not care or have such prejudice. I have seen old school, advanced Dungeons & Dragons Dungeon Masters that were really, really good at their craft, yet they had a realm where a dwarf could be a wizard. Even I frown at that, but I would never shame a good Dungeon Master who is open-minded about doing that, and I wouldn't say what they're running isn't Dungeons & Dragons. If you're going to try to shame a Dungeon Master for being creative with Dungeons & Dragons, in reality, you're the one in the minority, and we are laughing at you. Anyway, there is some food for thought. For now, take care.